Hello everyone, I am Dilrukshi Somasundaram and today with the first video I am doing on Oscola referencing. The reasoning as to why I have decided to do on referencing was there was a huge request made by majority, may it be postgraduates or undergraduates, to discuss about referencing. So whether it be a thesis or whether it may be a proposal or an assignment, referencing is really important because you have to give due credit to each and every individual or the source from where you have obtained the referencing. So as a consequence, through this video, I have decided to do on Oscola referencing. Now, Oscola referencing is not the one and only referencing that is available so far, but different universities, specifically UK universities and American universities, at times, of course, the Australian universities would also use Oscola referencing. So, based on this reason, I have decided to do this audio along with a bit of a video with regarding referencing on Oscola. So first and foremost, let me tell you the importance in doing this referencing. The work that you are doing may not be your own work. The thesis, the titles, the research questions or the research statements that you all are doing are work that were already done by previous individuals. May it be firms or like research firms, or may it be individuals like you people who are doing your MPhils or PhDs or even your postgrads or undergrads. So it's a academical, ethical need for you to give due referencing to each and every person who has contributed their effort, their time to the particular academical field. So as a consequence, I have decided to do this particular audio specifically on Oscola referencing. Now, when you consider about different methods of referencing, we have Harvard referencing and we also have Oscola referencing. Based on the request, let's go ahead with Oscola referencing. Generally, we have to make sure that when we are doing certain referencing, we have to gather information from reliable sources. Now, when I say reliable sources, if you Google, you will have different sources, different websites like, for example, Law Teacher or even Wikipedia. You can use these sources just to gather knowledge, just to gather information. But that doesn't mean that you have to 100% rely on these sources because these sources are amendable. But if you look at certain academical websites, say for example, Academia or even LexisNexis or Westlaw, it's a reliable source for academics. So first and foremost, what you have to do is that once you have gathered information, irrespective of the website that you are looking at, you have to make sure that you compile each and every piece of literature that you have gathered. Thereafter, what you have to do is that you have to make sure that you will be linking these available literatures to the respective title or the research area that you have chosen. The reason is that once you have started to use the online website to gather information, you might be carried away in even adopting certain case laws or even certain laws from different jurisdictions which may not tally with the specific area that you are doing. So because of this reason, be mindful on the area that you are selecting along with the particular case laws, even statutory provisions that you are adopting to do it. So once the adequate literature is obtained, when you look at Oscola referencing, the footnotes play a vital role. The bibliography do play a vital role. Any marker, any expert panel who will be looking at your work, irrespective of the category of the thesis that you are dealing with, will definitely would want to have a very, very rich bibliography. So to make your bibliography rich, you will have to put a bit of the effort in order to get that adequate expectation that you are dealing with. So here in Oscola referencing, the importance is that it's not going to be a hard work. It's really, really easy for you for the simple reason that you have to be vigilant and also efficient when you are doing the thesis. Now, when I say vigilant and efficient with regarding the thesis that you are doing with, you have to make sure that the conventions that you are dealing with, or it could be the acts passed by Parliament that you are dealing with, or in addition to that the case laws that you are dealing, the hard copies, the primary sources, secondary sources, web-based information, or in addition to that articles, journals that you are obtaining, you have to give the due referencing. In other words, you have to give the due credit to the person, to the group of individuals, or to the firm who have contributed to this. So the hierarchical order will be, first comes the convention, acts passed by Parliament, case laws, then the primary sources, or in other words you call primary data, then the secondary data, then finally the web-based information. Now when you consider about this web-based information also, I would want to tell you to make sure that each and every information you gather will not be web-based information. The reason is that each and every piece of literature that is found on website may not be able to cater your need. So you have to be very mindful, although you are in a pool of so much of information, which information to use, you have to be very mindful. So moving on with regarding the referencing, specifically regarding sections, statutory provisions, if by any chance you have mentioned a section in the body of the work, make sure that you give the full name or even the abbreviation of the particular statute from where you have got that particular section in the footnote. Then when you look at textbooks, you can give the name of the author. Initially it will turn up as the initials, thereafter the surname, comma, then you can go ahead with the name of the book in italics, then thereafter open brackets, the edition, publication, and also the year. You close the brackets and then thereafter the page number. Then if you look at how it turns up in your bibliography, in the bibliography of course the same scenario, but the surname dot with initial will turn up in your bibliography. Then if you look at how we are going to put the referencing with regarding web-based information, in a web-based information of course you will have to give the date of access, the date that where you have gathered this particular information should be brought up. So you give the name of the article or the journal that you are obtaining with, then comes your journal name, then comma, open brackets, you will put up the particular website. You can say access date and then you put the website and close the bracket. So this is how you will be putting up your web-based information. In addition to that, that will be the same thing basically with regarding journals and articles. So if it is a case law that we are looking at it, in a case law scenario, of course, the claimant and the respondent or the defendant will be turning up in the body, and in the citation you will be putting up the year and the court that has been held. So if you have gathered a case information from a particular website or from a textbook or from any other information, what you can do is that you will have to bring the plaintiff and the respondent into the body and then put the footnote. In the footnote you can put up the citation. It's a mandatory thing for you to bring up the citation for the simple reason, same names of the plaintiffs, same names of the respondents might be available. Unless you put the citation, it will be difficult for the reader to identify, will not be a fruitful one for the simple reason cases will go on appeal. Once the cases go on appeal, the judgments that are given by the lower courts may be upheld or a contrary judgment might be given. So due to this reason, it's important for a candidate, irrespective of the category of submission doing, that you have to bring up the citation. So I will be putting up the citations along with referencing in this particular video. And in Oscola referencing, the other thing I would want to say is that this is a practical thing that each and every one of us are undergoing. When we are doing examinations in foreign universities, of course, we have been submitting the work to a portal. The portal will have a system called the washing machine system to check out the individual genuine work submitted by the candidate. So as I told you earlier that the work that we are submitting are not our own work, we are obtaining the existing literature and doing the thesis. So the best thing is that if you follow the referencing to the point, the similarity rate that is being detected by the university system or the washing machine will be minimized. So it's an encouraging thing for a candidate to be much more practical and efficient in doing the work then and there by using this particular referencing system. So I would hope to see you very soon with another video which is important for academics irrespective of your level of standards. So see you soon with another video. Till that, stay safe and God bless you all.